Banking giant Wells Fargo was recently found to have committed what has been called one of the biggest banking scandals in modern history. And last week, just one, executive at the bank was given a criminal sentence. The sentence is a slap on the wrist. It's meaningless. And this executive is the only person that's going to go to face justice for this incredibly, almost chronic, corrupt behavior by this organization. There was a time when you and I were doing a story almost every month about Wells Fargo, wasn't there? Fraud, lying to the government, lying to their customers. This fraud, though, here she just made stuff up out of the clear blue and said, we have all these customers, and they didn't have them. And there was a benefit to doing that because it increased the value of the stock, right?
Yeah, it increased the value of the stock. And of course, in some of these instances, well, what they did, they were pushing the salespeople like, you got to open more accounts. You're not opening enough accounts. So the bank said, well, what if we just open accounts for people? You've already got a checking account with us. Yeah. We're going to open up another account in your name without your permission. Oh, and by the way, we're going to charge you a monthly fee for it too that's going to come out of your checking account, but you're not going to notice it because the fees, and we've seen this with so many industries.
Okay, back up. That came out a little fast. Slow that down a little bit so people can understand the fact that this wasn't a harmless crime.
Right.
This was costing consumers money, right?
It absolutely was. And the estimates are that it was a little over 1 million accounts had been created. So you take a look at that. You got 1 million accounts. They're each getting charged a monthly fee, maybe $5, something that people aren't going to notice too much.
Yeah.
But suddenly with 1 million people losing $5 a month, the bank is gaining $5 million a month or more, depending on what the fees are. So they're racking in millions and millions of dollars per month off this. The people don't know they've got these new accounts in their names. They directed it.
How many similar events, though, have we seen in the last couple of years with Wells Fargo? It's almost chronic crime. And it all starts up at the top. Starts at the very top. Now, how do you think they talked Carrie Tolstead? That's her name. 63 years old. She was a former head of Wells Fargo Community Bank Division. How do you think they talked her into taking the fall for all this? Because that's what they did. I mean, this is one person. Everybody knew what was going on. There wasn't any question about it. But she takes the fall. How do you think they did that?
That is still a mystery to me because obviously, she knows where everybody else is on this. She knows that she was not the one who came up with this scheme and not the only one pushing it. So that is an interesting question that I do want an answer to. Unfortunately, I don't have it. But I will say, yes, she was made to be a scapegoat, but even the judge, this horrible judge overseeing this case, says, well, I don't want to make her the scapegoat. No, so you get 6 months home confinement, 3 years probation. This judge, U.S. District Judge Josephine Staten, Obama appointee from a corporate law firm.
Right, and what she could have done is she could have said to the Justice Department, bullshit. This is absolutely a cover-up. But this judge came up in the corporate. She came up corporate.
Yep.
That's all she's done is defended corporate. She hadn't defended consumers. Seen it before with her, haven't we?
Yeah.
So this is no big mistake here. This is the way it's supposed to work out in corporate America. They don't look like criminals because they're all dressed up. They got gold chains. They got Rolex watches. They came up in a Jaguar. So they don't look like criminals. And this is how we treat them. Because they don't look like criminals.
Yeah, and the judge says, okay, so your punishment is you stay in your multi-million-dollar mansion for 6 months, and then you're good to go.
Yeah,
that's a vacation.
Yeah, what if she had shown up in a hoodie at court?
Yeah,
but 3 years immediately.